Why not?
Get some more subscribers. I think I have, on my personal account, I now have 3 subscribers.
Big shot.
Your wife and your 2 kids. Mark,
Needs to upgrade his
I
internet.
sincerely hope this isn't your new house because your internet is awful and that's going to be a problem.
He doesn't hear you because he's talking over himself.
He
I will
cannot
type
hear.
it out to him.
Poor Mark.
I want to share this link live on YouTube, the Zoom link, but I don't want it to be a
No,
meeting
so
link.
It was. Oh, Liz,
Mark, did you hear my
getting
statement?
fiber.
So Dustin, are you also able to post the link then on Facebook? Are you doing that at all?
Yeah, we probably could. I think I can
Okay. Or share the-
share.
Yeah, we'll go grab it.
Here, I'll just put it in the chat.
Okay.
I don't know if it'll work, but we can see.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I'll
post it
click on
to post to YouTube and or
Facebook's.
TownWeb and yeah, and see if that would work.
Yep, I can see it.
I don't think they're going to promote it so much with the Facebook algorithm.
Yeah.
Right.
Probably not.
Yeah, they
Because that's how they
probably
do
won't, but
things.
that's okay. We'll put it up there anyway.
I have 21 subscribers on the TownWeb.
Ooh.
So must be the people who have applied in the past because I see all our videos are from applications. What's our most viewed video? Probably something that Jeremy made. I've had 61 views on how to build websites, municipal websites. Oh, 3.4 views, 3.4 thousand views of the Cassville one. That's the most viewed
Oh,
one.
wow.
I think it's embedded on the website. So
I was
of
going to
course
say
they're
those are
get more.
probably all embed views.
Which is good.
Yeah. Not bad at all.
Yeah. Teddy, how are you doing?
Good. Sick of the cold weather.
I bet.
Yeah. Me too.
Do you have some of your classes in person and virtual?
To
Um,
72,
Luxembourg, we're
75, so
in
that was
person.
because of 31. So what we burned so far through February.
I'm trying to
Muted
mute
him.
Mark. 'cause we
I
just-
did. I muted him.
Oh, I
got
thought
it.
I did too.
I think I did. I think I'm unmuted whoever muted. And then it just went back and forth.
Some of the I'm going to request specifically to the.
I got on my phone here.
Okay. I think you have to stay on mute, Mark, because it's noisy there. Sounds like you're in an Irish pub. People are conducting some business in the background.
Miranda, are you hitting up the Tweak page,
Oh, sure.
Facebook with the link? Okay.
I sure can.
Sorry, Teddy, I didn't catch what you were saying before.
That's okay. At Luxembourg, we're completely in person. And then, like in the beginning of the year, you could choose if you wanted to be in person, virtual, or hybrid. So then you
Ah.
would go to school like every other day. But I just did in person.
Okay. Are the classrooms, are there fewer people attending? Like what percentage of your class is 100% virtual?
Don't know the exact numbers, but most of us went back to in person.
Yeah. That's probably what I would do because I'm glad my kids are back in school because they're at a young age. They're 6 and 8, 9 years old. So they miss that. Being able to play with the other kids and talk with them. And otherwise they were just playing games with some of the kids on Minecraft. They would chat over the
Yeah.
PlayStation and talk about Minecraft stuff, but it doesn't really take, you want to have the regular chatter the lunchroom chatter, the playground chatter, the hallway chatter.
I'm envisioning your school like you see in Antarctica with like the big domes and the giant, thing that goes in the snow, and there's like everybody's bundled up and you can't go outside or you'll die.
The dome with the thing. Are you talking about an igloo?
No. No. They're like really heavy duty tents, but they're not tents. They're on ski. They like pull it around, like Antarctic, way in the North Pole and all that. I don't know if you've ever.
Antarctica is way in the South Pole.
Well, that's true. It is. It is.
That's why the
now.
penguins don't eat the polar bears, because they're an opposite
For
pole.
now, I don't know if you guys know, about every 650,000 years, the poles switch.
Yeah, I should ask, hey Siri, when does the pole switch?
That's a real thing. I'm not kidding.
Oh, I know. I remember it from geography class. I don't think it's going to happen in our lifetime. But
No,
what I do
no, I
know
don't
is
think
that the
it's
pole it's always changing. It's
Yeah.
And at least when you navigate, also for boats, but also for airplanes, you have the degrees. What's it called? Deviation.
Yep, that's it. Yep, deviation.
So,
Or no, declination.
is it declination? I don't know.
Declination. I just was looking it up a year or two ago. I was navigating in the woods.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of the polls, I was talking with somebody about a conspiracy regarding COVID.
Was
And
he
then
in
it was
Warsaw?
Warsaw.
In Poland? One of the poles.
Oh, that is
Bad
one of the
joke.
polls.
Dad
Oh
joke.
my.
Sorry.
Oh my.
No, but basically it's like to reverse the like all the CO2 emissions, like it stopped all the travel and stuff. And now like in Texas it's snowing and like all of these other kind of like earthly things. I don't know if anyone's here is like into conspiracies like that.
We had somebody that was.
You just missed them.
Yeah.
Careful, Mark. He doesn't work here anymore.
Okay,
Wasn't
let's
because
just
of
like
that.
I'll just reel back that conspiracy.
Yeah, I don't know.
I read a theory about conspiracy theories and why they're so prevalent.
Mm.
And they say that because the corporate media, whatever side it's on, is so and you can't really get good news from either one, that's people are starving for news, so they'll take anything, and they have to make up their own theory. There's no good reporting, so they have to make up their own news and their own stories. So I heard that theory. I don't know.
Do you know the guy, he's got red hair, JP Sears or JC Peters, or what's his name?
JP Sears is just hilarious.
Yes, he did a conspiracy theory video where he's like playing both sides. He's like, did you hear the conspiracy about this and this and that? He's like,
Yeah.
no, but it sounds crazy, but I believe it too. If you believe it, it was like
Yeah.
hilarious.
That's funny.
Yeah, he's had a lot of stuff that's gone viral over the years on Facebook.
He's very unique. His videos, he touches on a lot of different common subjects,
Hmm.
but he's also very, I don't know if sarcastic's the right word, but you know what I mean? Like he's touching on these things and
Very
being
dry.
very
Yeah.
dry.
Yeah. That's what a lot of humor is. I think that's my humor. A lot of people don't get my jokes. If it goes over their head, well, that's the joke.
Oh, that's decent.
I haven't done some LinkedIn stuff in a while. I had a guy reach out to me this morning on LinkedIn, asked if I was interested in having a call about making animation, what's it called? Explainer videos, and he'd offer 30% off. And the thing is I thought, man, this sounds very similar to a pitch that came to me. I'm looking at my LinkedIn now, September 10th. Oh yeah, it's the same pitch. It's like we just launched, so we're offering 50% off for 3 clients in exchange for testimonial if you're happy. So I wrote back to him and I said, I just checked out the explainer video that you linked to. It didn't really seem that interesting. The background music was too loud and distracting. The video seems too cluttered. Why is there a fish tank next to the desk of Andrew? Because it says, hey, I'm Andrew. And I had, it goes through those dorky things. I forgot I wrote this. Aren't there more creative ways to describe how software works to the audience? I doubt Steve Jobs would have ever said, meet Lisa. She needs to think different. And then show a picture of the Mac. And so the guy does a copy paste of this email from 5 months ago or 6 months ago. And he still didn't write back. I just wrote back and said, your pitch sounds the same thing from last September. And you didn't even respond to my original reply. Are you a bot? And of course, a bot never answers. So I assume he's a bot. I'm going to write back to him. Yes, I think you are a LinkedIn bot. I'll do a robot emoji because that's definitely... Oh, there's more robot emojis. Now they have a mechanical arm. That's new. I haven't seen that before.
I feel like for companies from a B2B perspective that are launching or trying to acquire new customers, there's only a few ways to do it. This sort of organic outreach that you're talking about where they individually message people, I don't know, I just feel like that doesn't probably work ever. Like, have you ever gotten a cold outreach and been like, oh, like this is exactly what I need?
One time I did respond to a spam email and I hired the company for like 4 months and then we got rid of them. It was a company from Ukraine offering to do some programming. And I said, so how do I know that you guys are any good? And he wrote back and said, well, you can test us out. If you don't think we're any good, you don't have to pay us. I'm like, well, that's a pretty good guarantee. And at the time I needed something programmed as a WordPress plugin. And they presented themselves as like a company in Eastern Europe. And I thought a lot of these places pretend that they're not actually from there. Like one time I went to, I got an Upwork and I had somebody apply for some programming. And so he had a affordable rate for what we were looking at. He was in Sweden. And I thought, okay, let's hop on Skype. This is back when Skype was big because sometimes you don't know if people are real. So we get on, I said, hey, do you want to meet on Skype? He says, oh, my microphone is broken. Or something like, oh, I'm not comfortable speaking out loud. I'm like, oh, okay, we'll just work with it. It's fine. And then we get on the call and this Swedish guy whose name was like Hans or Franz or some Swedish sounding name, he had like a Chinese accent. I'm like, wow. And I said, Ni hui shuai yin wan ma, which is, do you speak English? In Chinese, because I lived in China for a year and that's the only phrase I know. And he said, yes, in English. I'm like, well, if you were Swedish, you wouldn't be able to answer that question. And I said, are you Chinese? And he eventually said, yes. And he says, a Westerner won't hire a Chinese. That's why I sign up with a Swedish name. And so I tried to have him banned from the platform. You're not supposed to pretend to be from one nationality and pitch yourself as another. So with this spam email that I got from Ukraine, I said, let's get on a Skype call. The guy spoke perfect British English with, if anything, it had a slight French accent. I thought, wow, doesn't sound like somebody from Eastern Europe at all. We had a really great conversation. Turns out, looked at his LinkedIn profile. He lived in France for like, I don't know, 10 years or something. And he truly ran a dev shop. And so we used him for a couple of months. And then the main programmer we were using was like in a motorcycle accident and then wasn't available. And then the quality of code that we got was terrible. So we had to let them go. But that was the only time I think I've knowingly hired a company that spammed us, cold email. Because I'm also very skeptical too. But they passed, the tests and they did pretty good. And then they did pretty good until they didn't.
Right. I feel like the dev shops that are based around the world are just trying to arbitrage developers and, you know, they don't really look at the long-term result.
Well, that can work for small projects, but then there are some companies that do it for big projects. But that's what they do. They just outsource all their development work to a shop. I know somebody U.S. based who has a company, I think in India, do all their web design and maybe their hosting and their maintenance and stuff. And they have a long relationship, long history. And I guess they do okay, but there's been times when I've been on his website and I pointed out stuff. He's like, well, yeah, that's the way it is. It's like, well, fix it. But a lot of it comes down to the talent that you hire. You can get people who are budget who, you know, don't do very good work.
Yeah, I guess it depends on like whether it's a core competency. I feel like other services that like B2B providers have will be like, oh, I'll generate like 3 leads a month for you through like email marketing campaigns, things that are more like tied to your revenue or, you know, things of that nature. I mean, you are like on the postcard outbound marketing strategy, but I just mean like for other things. But when are you sending out your new postcards?
Or not. We don't do that.
Oh,
We're doing no word of mouth.
Been doing that years ago.
Going to the conference.
is
that conference going on?
Conference?
No, it's a no-go.
They well, there's a fun story about the conference.
All right, let's hear it.
So, wait, I got to get my week straight. So this is a new week. So about 9 days ago on a Friday, they finally got back to me. The board had met. They were having the conference for sure. Go buy your tickets. So then I bought my tickets that weekend, and then she got back to me on Tuesday and said, we're still having the conference, but the college that we were having the conference from does not want anybody coming from out of state. So no sponsors at the conference. So you cannot go. So I'm waiting. I've already talked to her today. She's going back to the board because I said, how about this? I said, there's an IHOP right down the street from the conference. And since I don't have to pay for your conference anymore because you're refunded my money, I would like to spend that money at the IHOP to buy whoever at the conference wants breakfast, and they can listen to my spiel there.
Oh,
And she says, let me ask the board. So there's an IHOP there, which is, I think, you know, I already talked to them. The number of people we can seat and how much it costs to eat at the IHOP, it'll be less than what it costs to go to the conference. So we'll see what happens. I don't know.
so would you still fly in and talk to them in person across the street?
Still fly in and talk to them in person, but I wouldn't be at the college.
At
and
the
college
physical
is the one-
conference.
So, but I would be with the conference attendees right before their conference.
Yeah.
And then, so we still have I'm submitting a 3-minute video that they will still play at the conference. They'll still hand out the promotional materials. I have to mail them to her. And so we'll still get that. I just can't physically be in the building to do an exhibition. So I've been doing a movie all weekend, or not a movie.
Really? Okay.
For the conference.
That's a great idea.
I thought you were having breakfast brought into them.
No, I want
Oh.
to take them to breakfast. I
Oh,
want them to see me and talk to me.
That's a great idea.
So-
That's a great idea.
And in order to have the breakfast, we'll have to talk beforehand, and they're going to have to give me their information. So request a quote and get a free breakfast. That's basically what it is.
Or another thing you could do is when they're actually at breakfast, just pass around a sheet, put your, fill out the details and stuff like that, and pass it around. And yeah, that's a
are
great
you
idea.
still mailing your business cards and such?
Yeah, I have to mail her
Okay.
the materials that we have for the conference. If the breakfast ends up going, I'll bring some of those with me, and I'll be able to hand those out as well. So we'll see. She said she's going to talk to the board. I said, if I got to get a nose swab or something, let me know. We'll talk about it. I'll wear a mask. I'm buying. So, so maybe. So it's funny. It's be almost exactly the same price to go to the conference as it was to stay outside of the conference. My other
So
idea.
now you're going, but you're going to breakfast.
He's
I
going
don't know yet.
skiing.
Yeah.
It's Utah.
I can't keep up.
She has to get back to me. She has to get back to me today. She has to go back to the board and see if it's fine with them. Which is, I mean, I don't want to go if they don't want me to go. If they really
Yeah,
don't want me to
yeah.
go, I don't want to go. That would be a bad look. So, my other option, if the IHOP wasn't going to have me, I had contacted a party rental place and was looking at renting out an omelet station to set up at their hotel because they're all staying in the same hotel.
Yeah, that would work too.
That would work too, but we'll see. I don't know. We're trying.
Yeah.
You're a man of action, Benji.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can't go skiing in Florida. In Florida, skiing means something totally different.
Water skiing.
It does not even mean water skiing. Too many
Really?
sharks and alligators. No.
Alligators?
Yeah. Well, you can't go in freshwater because of alligators. You can't ski in a freshwater. There's alligators everywhere.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can't. No, don't come to Florida and jump in the lake. That poor girl got eaten at Disney a couple of years ago. Remember that?
I remember that.
Have you been to Disney World, Dustin?
No, I haven't.
Okay, if anybody's been to Disney World, before Disney World, they have a gigantic lake, and they build resorts all around it, and there's beaches, and you can rent
Is that
boats.
Kissimmee?
Yeah. It's not Lake Kissimmee, though. I don't think so. I think they built their own lake inside Disney World. The monorail rides through it. It's pretty neat. But unfortunately, there's signs everywhere, don't go swimming. And a couple of years ago, I think she was about 4, got taken by an alligator there.
Oh.
Yeah, very unfortunate. But anyway, we don't swim in the crazy people do. The crackers do, but we don't. Normal people don't.
Wow. I had no idea.
Yeah.
I've only been to Florida, I think, twice.
Don't jump in the lake. Well, the
3
ocean's
times.
probably fine. Sharks seem to be, they don't eat us too much around here, but
Interesting. So did you already book your flights, or is it you're still kind of waiting to hear from?
no, I already booked because she said do it.
Okay,
So
yeah.
I was, okay, I booked it, and I said, and it's mostly refundable. But I told her, I said, I'd really rather not cancel it. We really want to go to Utah, and I want to meet your clerks and talk to them about websites. So how do we do that?
That's great.
Yeah. And then I've got a pretty stellar video coming out too. For the
Yeah. I'm excited to see that.
Do you need motion
it's-
scrapbooking?
It's,
Do you know what motion scrapbooking is?
I'm not saying anything other than that. I don't want to give it away. I don't even want to tell you what it is. It's different. Definitely
see my
safe for work,
video?
Nothing crazy.
Did I play my
Which
video
video?
to you? Oh, you don't. See, you're not on social media, so you didn't see it. Let me see if I can find my video. Because I attended this 5-week video creation course. And
Oh, cool. Where, if there or here?
online.
Or
It's
online.
yeah.
Online.
So where's my link to it? I think Sharif saw it. Was it yesterday? I showed it on a meeting here.
The one we just had like an hour ago?
No, yesterday. Oh, I shared it with Sharif and Andre and Denisa.
Ah.
And Atanas was also on the call. Yeah, Atanas, we weren't connected to Facebook, so he didn't see it. So
Oh,
this is
yeah.
the 60-second video of me. It's
so good.
it's part of the course. I'll watch Benji's expression if he's clicking on it.
I'm watching it.
All right. I'll be.
I didn't know you scuba dive. The first thing I've learned.
I know. I learned so many things. I had no clue.
So I've been getting in all these stickers from Sticker Mule, and I had to place 30 separate orders to get the deal 30 times with 30 different accounts. So I'm getting 30 different packages. And in every single package they send a little coaster
They have 30
and-
coasters.
and 2 Sticker Mule stickers. So I have this huge pile of coasters and stickers, and I'm getting like all these packages, and the UPS guy is, I'm sure, very annoyed with me because he delivers like 5 of them a day.
That's awesome.
But the stickers turned out really nice.
Are they better than the Amazon ones?
Yeah, so the Amazon ones are just,
I think the sticker mules are probably more glossy, more.
yeah, the Amazon
don't
ones
know.
are just kind of circular. And
Yeah.
the Sticker Mule ones were the cutout ones, so they kind of have like
Oh, nice.
they're cut out to the shape of the logo. So, and they look
Yeah.
really, really nice. So, yeah,
Yeah, whenever possible, we should use sticker mule.
definitely. So if anybody wants Sticker Mule stickers or coasters, hit me up because I have 30 of them.
We should get a tweak. Did you get ones for Tweaks logo?
No, I didn't.
Oh, we got to do that.
What is a sticker mule?
It's
It's a website. You just get,
great company, high quality stickers. Anything from packaging, tape, magnets. I actually have a sticker mule magnet that I still haven't pranked somebody with it yet. I put it on a friend's car recently. I think I have it in my wallet.
it's on my fridge.
From
They're
from
pretty
me.
bold statement
Yeah,
on
I
here.
have
I
your
s-
face on my fridge.
Did I put one on your car before? I forgot.
No, you put one on Aaron's car, and then you gave me and Jericho one.
Okay. I thought it must, maybe I've taken it out. I had a bunch of them. It was given to me by, here they are. I have 3 more left. These are the guy from Job Rack. There we go. This is from Sticker Mule. I've never had it. And so I've been posting them in random places. I want to put it at the cafe that I always go to. I keep forgetting to take it out of my wallet and stick it somewhere where get them to laugh. But when I was flying in, I stopped in Vienna for a little bit. And a good friend of mine, actually, she's in that video. She flew to the Philippines when Janet and I got married. I can actually say I went on a honeymoon with 2 women, with my wife and then my friend who flew in from Austria, because she's going to fly in and spend a couple weeks in the Philippines. She's also going to travel around with us, too. So, of course, she was in a different room. But so when I was,
Thanks for clarifying.
I just want to make sure I'm not a polyglot or whatever you call them. Anyways, so a couple months ago, 8 months ago, I flew through into Austria. I had a layover, and she lives a couple hours away. So she drove up with her son and to meet up with us. And as she was getting her son out of the car, I opened up the gas tank thing, where you put the gas in, the lid, and I threw one of these stickers in there and closed it. And I'm like, she hasn't written to me. A week later, she goes to fill up her car, and she's like, when did you do this? Because I'm only in the country for like 2 hours, and I still, she's back at her home and sees a picture of me like inside the gas can or the thing when you go to fill up the car. So
That's good.
yeah. So I'll try to prank some more people here, or maybe I'm gonna have to buy some more ones of me, because now I look different. Now I have glasses and I have a beard.
More
Mhm.
hipster.
Or hipster. I tried to be grunge in college. Now I'm trying to be hipster, I guess. What's the new trend? What's it called? Granny? Granny-licious?
Oh,
Granny
Granny
chic.
Chic.
Granny chic. I should be Granny chic. How would I dress up as Granny chic?
Chic.
Oh, you got to hear it from Liz. She's up on all this.
Liz knows all about
Ugh.
Granny Chic.
Teddy, do you
Hold
know
on,
what
let me-
Granny chic is?
No.
Have you heard of it?
So it's probably not
Oh.
cool if she doesn't know what it is.
Yeah.
If
I
she
must
and
be
Mark don't
falling behind
know,
on the trends.
yeah.
Like, I don't know.
You know, I don't know.
Benchy, you're behind the trends. You're not a trendsetter.
No,
Okay.
or a
Have you guys
follower.
not
I'm
been to
just not
Target lately?
trendy.
Okay, so Granny Chic is where all these, large floral patterns are coming back again. And in like home decor, let me see if I can do.
Is this like what was the Golden Girls? Is it like Golden Girls style?
It could be, yeah. See the big
Blanche.
floral wallpaper.
Blanche,
The,
Blanche and Rose. What were the names?
Oh, the floral
the-
wallpaper is coming back?
yes, big
Oh.
floral.
Oh no!
Yeah. And look, I
Oh.
don't. This couch is a
Wow,
little
that
much.
is-
I could.
That yellow
I-
one,
Yeah, this one.
yeah, that is wild. That is exactly what Granny's house looked like.
And see, these types of Afghans are coming back again.
Wow.
I'm not quite there yet. I'm not on the granny. This is about as close as I would get. I would do some big funky fun wallpaper like that.
See,
Yeah,
that
that's
I like. Like
sure.
one little
Mhm.
accent wall with some cool floral pattern. I could
Yeah.
see that. But like a whole room, no.
This I like
Z.
this room except for the couch. I would have like a solid green velvet couch, something like that, or white. to
One of those
lighten
look
up.
like the set for
It. Yeah.
with Roseanne
70s show?
Barr. No.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, Roseanne.
Roseanne. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's what it looked
Yeah,
like. Yeah, that's like. Is
that's her set. Yeah.
it?
What-
That's what it looks like to me.
Yeah. What it looks like to me.
It's been years since I've seen that show.
Well, you know that they just came out with it again.
I thought they canceled
Year
it
or two
because she was
ago?
a Trump supporter or something,
They did.
or she was
yeah.
QAnonymous crazy on the.
But then they fired her, but then the show went on without her, I think. I haven't watched
Ah.
it, but I think they went on and made more episodes with the rest of the family, just without her.
Oh, I didn't know. I don't watch TV, so
No.
was it a Netflix thing or?
I honestly don't know. I don't.
I only watch YouTube.
We've been watching documentaries lately.
Yeah. I've been watching 3D printer videos because I finally got the delivery of the 3D printer. And although Zamir said I just called him before the meeting, he said that Baby Yoda successfully printed. I had some green neon
That's exciting.
filament. So we printed one before. It took like 4 or 5 times until we finally got the full Baby Yoda printed because you have to have the right temperature. You have to put some glue on the thing to make it stick. I don't know. It's very technical. I'm learning about it, but I don't see any pictures.
You have the Baby Yoda to show us?
I have a photograph. I'll let me cue it up and I'll show it.
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yep. Okay, let me join on my phone. What's today? 16th, there we go. And then I think I can share the picture that's on my phone. Share the screen, start broadcast. That's a Baby Yoda. It's really, it's
It
like the
looks like a
size.
chess piece.
Yeah, it's like a
It
pawn.
does.
It's the size of maybe size of a quarter. Now I've sized it down because the original size was bigger and would take 2 hours to print. I've made it very small so that it can be it'll print in 23 minutes, I think, this style. And this is not a high quality print. You can choose ultra detail or quick or whatever. And so you can kind of see how it's, little jagged edges.
That's cool though.
Yeah.
You can make like a whole chessboard Yoda inspired.
Yeah, there's videos about that online, how to make the chess pieces look really nice. You go to thingiverse.com. You can download pretty much anything. I need a new phone case because this one's kind of broken and it's chipped. I thought, well, I'll just make one. And then I could have my name or put the HeyGov logo or something on there. It's very technical. I don't know how to use all the software. It's like CAD based. It's 3D. Teddy, do you guys have a 3D printer in your high school?
Yeah, we do. You can take Fab Lab where you like learn that stuff.
Have you used a 3D printer in school?
I have not.
Fab Lab. Is it fablab.edu or it's not .com?
That's the class that we have at. I don't know what the curriculum is, but I know they use 3D printers. They do like screen printing on like t-shirts.
Okay, maybe it's like an industrial design class.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a fun class that I took when I was in Sevastopol. We did like actual printed letterhead, actual printed envelopes. Like we used the software that was, hardware. I guess it was also software, and physically took pictures of it, made negatives, and then put it on a offset lithography printer to actually print it instead of digital. I think we took some digital courses too, but that's the first time I used like black and white film. Developed it and made prints. And I think you could do other stuff like workshop stuff. But yeah, nowadays you would have 3D printers, and I think screen printing would be cool. We did that, but we did that in I think we did it in an art class. We did silk screening. Yeah, it was fun. Those were really cool classes to take in high school. And a lot of people didn't take them because they're like, art's stupid, but it was cool. It's very relevant to what we do at Tweak. To have an understanding of this sort of stuff. And, Miranda was talking to Sharif about Pantone, and we never had Pantone in high school. I'm sure it existed, but it wasn't part of our curriculum.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did take a lot of art classes. They were like required. Like basically all the ones that you just mentioned. I feel like you can kind of
A basic shop class is always good too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had to make when I was at Sturgeon Bay, I went to middle school there. We did keychains out of acrylic. I don't know. And actually, we made it in high school. We made like a ring. We used, what was it called? Drop wax in silver. I think it's called drop wax casting or something like that. You should know, Liz. You worked in jewelry. Wax drop wax.
I want to say it has the word reverse, but I could be wrong.
Well, let me Google it. It's been 20 some years. Actually, we're supposed to have our reunion in a year.
At the jewelry store, we called them just wax castings. But that would be like a wax replica of a ring. If we were doing a custom design on CAD for somebody, you would have create a wax replica of it first. But that was wax casting.
Lost wax.
Lost
wax. That's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, I think what we did is we carved it in wax. We got everything ready, and then we put it in sand, from what I remember, or some compound. I think it was sand, compressed, and then we put it in the kiln so it would melt the wax. Oh yeah, it was in halves. So we take it apart. I think the wax would
ours
drop
was
out.
a solid white substance in like junior high or high school when we did them. I made like a heart pendant. I think we carved it right out of the stone stuff.
No, you would have carved it from the wax, I think. Because after the lost waxes came out, then you pour in the
Hmm.
hot
Let's
silver,
see.
and then you buff it and whatever. I never got high grades in art. Mr. Rarica, he didn't like my stuff. He only gave good grades to the
Yeah.
girls, and here I am, running an agency that does artsy fartsy stuff, and I learned a
There you
lot. But
go.
he just, I don't think I'm friends with him on Facebook. I wonder if he's on Facebook. I think his wife is. She's active. She's an activist. I don't even know his first name. I don't even know how to spell his name. Rare. There we go. I see his wife. Oh, he's gotten older. Well, it's been 30 years, I guess. I only knew him as Mr. Rarico. Jim, that was his name, Jim. I wouldn't have recognized him. I'm seeing a picture of him. I just don't recognize him. But it's been how many years? He's been married for 50 years, as of 3 years ago. Teddy, your eyes just went really big.
Yeah, something just fell in the room behind me. I think my cat's in there. It's okay.
Oh, yes. So what else is happening in the world? Other than the snowstorm.
The polar vortex.
Is that what it is?
Is this another polar vortex? I didn't.
Well, I
That
don't
makes
know.
sense.
Is that what they're calling it?
I don't know, but it sure
think-
feels like a polar vortex.
Yeah, it's a vortex. of
Except for
winter.
Benji.
Definitely, except for me.
Yeah, you're just hanging
And
out
yes,
down there.
Benji, you're right. That was the low the other day. Mhm.
Wow. I went golfing Sunday. I did 36 holes. I almost hit
36.
So-
Oh my
It was
gosh.
so hot. It was 80. I have a.
That's wild.
It's pretty much. I had a sunburn. I was like, oh my, I'm getting sunburned. I wasn't even ready for it. I was sweating. It was fantastic. Yeah, 36. I was beat.
Teddy,
think I
do you
did-
see? Oh, go ahead, Dustin.
I think I did 18 holes once without a cart, and I was just so
Oh.
tired at the end because
Oh no, you got to have the cart.
Yeah.
You keep the cooler in. If it was me, I'd have to have the golf bag, pulling the golf bag and then pulling the cooler on the wheel. It'd take forever.
You need to find yourself a caddy.
Yeah.
Don't you have a kid for that or something?
No, you want to take them. Got to get away from them every once in a while.
No, Teddy, what I was going to ask you is, do you see, because I'm sure that you check out TikTok a lot, right?
Yeah.
Do you see people using it for business? Are those coming up in your algorithm, or like,
No, it's a lot of
do you
like
see how it
small
could be
businesses.
beneficial to tweak?
Not really. I feel like because it would be marketing towards younger kids, and if they don't have a business, they aren't going to need a business website. That's
There is
just
a group of like, because my TikTok algorithm is probably a little bit different than yours. I'm on
yeah.
TikTok hours every day. And there is like kind of, I am addicted. There's a group of
Well,
like,
then I want to start seeing some TikToks, Miranda. If you're a consumer, I want you to be a producer.
there's a group of like millennials who are all working from home, and like I get a lot of TikToks like that, like just, life working from home and collaborating with the team, and there's a lot of that.
Well,
So I think it depends on what, you're seeing on TikTok, because it can really vary person to person.
Yeah.
so Teddy, it might change for you.
It might. Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm on Taylor Swift TikTok. Everything's about Taylor Swift.
Oh, I love it.
Fantastic.
Mark, are you a consumer of TikTok?
No, I haven't even downloaded TikTok.
Benji? I know you're not. I don't even
I
have
have
to ask
never
that.
even seen a TikTok.
Don't fall into the loophole. It's really bad.
Yeah,
Well,
if you
isn't
haven't
this
downloaded
how-
it yet, don't do it.
Isn't this how that song Old Town Road became famous? Mostly through TikTok 2 years ago? Because people were
so.
doing the dance.
I also think so, but I'm not sure.
No,
Yeah.
I think Naz, I think that's his name. He
Yeah.
purposely got people to tweet about it and link to TikTok, and then some people were doing the dances that he was doing based on a song, and then and then people were making remixes, and then eventually it got to the point where it was on the radio or whatever. He got an award, and then they took the award away and says that's not really country music, and then the word went to what's the guy's name? The achy breaky heart guy,
Billy Cyrus.
Billy Ray Cyrus.
Ray.
Went to him,
That's
and he's
right.
like,
He was in that with them.
yeah. And then they made a video, and then they got on the country chart again. And then people are like, oh, this is racist. You didn't let him get in at first, but now you let a white guy, and now he's country. And I agree with that. I think that was racist. They didn't
He
get in.
was going viral on Twitter with memes for a while. And then, that
Okay.
song was, it just really popped off. Like it
Yeah, I think-
it had that viral effect.
But every day I see my wife doing TikTok. I'm like, you don't even get that many views. I don't know how many views she actually gets, but she did tell me that she had one that was thousands of views. And it was silly stuff. A lot of it is the Filipino stuff. She's reenacting Filipino things, but then she does her dancing. So I'm in one of them today, and she always posts them to Facebook. So you scroll on her profile, you'll see me walking in the room, going to the 3D printer, and I'm like dancing to her music because I can see that I'm on her video. And there's been
Ooh,
so
I'm
many
gonna look
times where I
that up.
try to moon the video,
Oh,
and
no.
she turns it away. I'm just trying to ruin it because I know she can't post it then. And that's why if you look at that personal video that I posted, the 60 seconds, it's like I have zero understanding of TikTok. I just don't get
I
it.
saw that. That was cute. Your wife and kids dancing.
Yeah. And she gets them in on the TikTok too, but I had them, that was set up, of course. But actually, I was talking to Ali a while ago and a couple weeks ago, and he says, we should consider having TikTok for Tweak Agency. It's like bite-sized chunks of content of marketing. Here's how to do marketing. Here's what branding is.
That's what I'm saying.
I do get some of those in my for you page too, like marketing stuff.
There's also a feature now on Instagram that's somewhat of an equivalent to TikTok. You can do Reels. And it's like the same concept. It's just on
Oh.
the Instagram's platform.
How's it different from Instagram TV and Instagram Stories? I'm not up speed up all this.
Yeah, so stories show up on the top bar on the home feed.
Uh-huh.
The Instagram TV is content that's over 60 seconds.
Oh,
And then they
okay.
are shown in like their own repository. But then Reels is now its own tab on a profile. And then on the actual homepage, you can navigate to the Reels. And so, on TikTok, you can like just go down, like keep going, keep scrolling, like how TikTok is. That's how they have it on Instagram now too. And it's like you're saying, like these bite-sized pieces of content where it's like
Mhm.
5 or 10 seconds. And I actually just looked. Like Tweak has like 500 followers on Instagram, like an existing following base. So that could be something easy to do, or just to like try. In terms of like making content, yeah, easily could do it on TikTok as well. You'd be like posting on both of them.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah. Sounds like a project for Teddy.
Yes, add that to the list.
I still think TikTok is a sound a clock makes.
Actually,
a
it's a
nursery
song
rhyme?
by Kesha.
It's what,
What?
by Kesha?
It's a song by Kesha.
I don't know who that is.
You
She's
don't
got a
know?
dollar
I
sign in
thought
her
you
name,
said
right?
ketchup.
Yeah.
I thought you said
Ketchup.
a song about ketchup, and that's why
No,
I
it's
said,
a
I'm sorry,
song
what
by
did you say?
Kesha.
Okay.
I've heard of
didn't-
Kesha. I don't know what she looks like. I assume it's a she.
Yeah,
But I just know she has a dollar sign as the S, right?
she
Mhm.
Yeah.
is too.
Oh,
I don't know if
used
she's
to.
still
Change that?
does.
Oh, she's formerly known. Is she a symbol formerly known as?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, this pop culture stuff is generational. I knew this girl in the corporate world. We dated for a while, and she's like, "You've never seen The Breakfast Club?" I'm like, "I've heard of it." What do you mean you don't? And so we rented The Breakfast Club. I think she had the VHS tape. We watched it. I guess that was like one of those big movies in the '80s, and I never saw it.
Coming
I
of
don't know.
age movie in the 80s.
Yeah, yeah. I saw Ferris Bueller. That was the cool one that I liked.
Mm-hmm.
I still like Ferris Bueller.
You too.
I haven't seen that in a
Heathers.
long time.
Loved Heathers.
Heathers?
Lost Boys.
I don't know that one. I think
Yeah.
I've seen. Is it Lost Boys? Is that the vampire? The kids, the
Mhm.
boy. Okay, I've seen that.
It's really funny. I grew up in the part of town that I grew up in was probably like 95% black, which was great. Nothing wrong with it. But it's funny because our movie theater, so I've seen like Menace to Society, Boys in the Hood,
Mhm.
Friday. These movies never came to my movie theater. So like Tina Turner, What's Love Got to Do with It, Purple. I mean, all of these. It's just funny that at the movie theater, what was available.
Huh.
So
That's interesting.
yeah.
Friday is a classic.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a great movie.
What are your opinions about Napoleon Dynamite?
Kindred Spirit.
I've got a funny story about Napoleon Dynamite.
It was filmed
I
in
keep-
Utah, I think, or in Idaho.
Somewhere in the desert. I kept telling my son about it, and he wasn't quite. Not that it's a bad movie. He just wasn't old enough to get the humor yet.
Yeah.
So finally, he was old enough to get the humor. Maybe he was 13 or something. And so we start watching this, and it gets to the part where he's in school with the hash browns in his pocket.
Tater
And
tots.
my son just found it too funny. And I'm like, what is so funny about that? He's like, I did that in the 3rd grade. I had hash browns, and I would eat them out of my pocket after the lunchroom.
Oh, I love it.
So, yeah, but that's a great movie. Uncle Rico. I mean, perfect.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Absolutely perfect.
I love that movie. I remember Jan and I were dating at the time, and I was back in China because we go to the DVD market, and whatever came out on DVDs was available there, and you could get DVD 5 or DVD 9. DVD 9 was like Blu-ray, and so I heard about the movie. I got it, went home, and she and I, she had flown to China to visit me, and we were watching the movie, and she's like 20 minutes in, she just gets up and does something else. I'm like, she had never been to the US at the time, so none of that humor really hit her. She just didn't get it. Like the whole roller skates and the little things on the shoes, and like there's a lot of very, very cultural 1980s type of stuff, even 90s stuff, I guess. It just didn't resonate with her. It was very, very specific US, but I still loved it.
Dustin, can you see if anybody commented on your video? I'm looking on Town Web. See
I
if there's
don't
anything we
know.
need to cover before we sign off. Any questions, concerns, comments, high fives?
Let's see. I'm gonna like it so that there's at least one like. No comments
Tweet
that I can
doesn't
see.
have
I don't know
any
if we allowed
likes.
comments.
Yeah.
Do we allow comments?
I don't know.
I like it.
It just says one watching now, but I don't know if it's because it's me. I brought it up. It's all new. No comments on that. I didn't check Facebook.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't check your page, but nothing on Town Web.
Yeah, we're gonna have to create some video content soon for Hey Gov. Now that we have somebody using it.
Yeah. How's that going?
I don't know if anybody's submitted any issues yet, but let's see.
Oh, it'll probably
log in
take
and
a while
see.
for the public to catch on.
Oh, I see an issue from Monday. Reported issues. Maybe it was a test. Oh, let's see if I can nail that down. I see it on the overview page. Oh, it was a test. Okay, somebody submitted a test.
Cool. Well, that's good.
Yep.
Test it out.
was, I see who submitted it. It's employee of the municipality and 20 hours ago and which department it was assigned to. And it's a
Sweet.
nice picture.
Cool.
Yeah, I think we're going to do a promotion and let people there know so that they can, so the citizens know about it because
Mhm. Right.
although Andre looked and he said that there were in like a 3-day period, 30 or 40 people opened the widget. They
Oh,
didn't submit
cool.
anything, but they clicked on it.
Mhm.
So yeah, some progress with that.
Hmm.
Make a TikTok about it.
Yeah. Who knows? Who knows? Well, we're gonna
Because it'll be
hopefully.
the TikToker young people using the app too.
It could
Till
be
the older ones get more comfortable with technology.
exactly. Yeah, we don't expect the older crowd to be the early adopters, and
Mhm.
they weren't the early
Right.
adopters when we started websites 20 years ago, 14 years ago.
But now they like to come there to get their agendas and minutes. They know how to do that.
Especially with the new stuff that we talked about 2 hours ago.
Hmm.
Got some cool stuff coming out.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yep.
the secret sauce.
All right, guys, I'm gonna go slay my Tuesday.
All
So
right.
everybody else do the same. Have fun.